Did you say like the power went out or some shit?
All right, hello everyone. It's 8:30 on Tuesday. Welcome to night 2 of our How to Untangle Your Productivity Rut series. So if you were with me last night, last night we talked about step 1 to untangle your productivity rut was getting rid of distractions. We talked about all kinds of things that are distractions. We talked about your family, your pets, your space, yourself. So if you didn't see that, go grab the replay. That is on the reel there. Tonight, we are talking about all things creating your space. So again, now that we know how to get rid of distractions, we've identified the distractions. Now we're creating our space so that we can be more productive. Now, I hope some of you put some thought into it because like I said last night, I asked you to identify what is your definition of productive, okay? So when you're thinking productive, what does that mean to you? So you can put yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How productive are you? Your level of productive might not be the same as my level of productive, but that is what's going to create the difference for you. So, like I said, define your definition of productive, decide how productive you want to be, and then we're going to do it. So tonight, like I said, night 2 is all about creating your productivity space. So when we think of a productivity space, think about where you're not productive. Usually, I know like when I'm home, my cat is a big distraction. I know right now I'm working from home with my day job, so it has taken over my regular business desk. I know oftentimes my phone ends up being a distraction. You know, the TV's on in the background. My journals, my notebooks, my stuff, everything is just everywhere. So how do we create a space that creates our productivity? Well, first, it's gearing down to know exactly what you want to do. So when you think about it, again, being productive, what does that mean to you? So if you took what I said last night and you created your to-do list, I am super proud of you. If you haven't done one yet, plenty of time to make one. But I want you to actually write down the things that you want to do. Not that you should do, not that you have to do, but what you want to do. So most of you, I took a poll yesterday about how when you're most productive. So I asked you if you were more productive in the mornings or more productive in the evenings. Now, 83% of you said you're more productive in the morning. So that's fantastic. So let's run with that tonight, okay? And there's nothing wrong with you if you're more productive at night. That is cool. But we're going to talk about the mornings. So in the morning, that is when you set yourself up for your entire day. So whatever your mindset is, whatever you do is going to set the stage for the rest of your day. So what I want you to think about are the things that can make you feel happy, okay? And choosing happiness is the first step in the right direction. And I'm not talking those like when they tell you we should be positive all the time. No, fuck no. You're never going to be positive all the time. It's not going to happen. I have my days, you have your days. It's more a matter of choosing happiness so that you're not attached to things, you're not riled by things. You can actually surrender to life and fully enjoy the flow that you have, okay? So the one big thing, I think yesterday we talked about it, but I do recommend hugely if you start your day with a gratitude list of some kind. So whether you start your own gratitude journal, whether you do it on your phone, you can do it on a simple piece of paper and keep these things in your nightstand drawer, whatever it is for you. But I highly recommend starting your day. Hello, Claudia. Hello. I highly recommend starting your day with a gratitude list because, like I said, that's going to set your stage for the rest of the day. Because when you make a gratitude list, you cannot help but be happy. You cannot help but feel thankful. That vibration will ride out in your system the rest of the day. Now, if you just get up because now your alarm went off late, you're running out the door, you left your coffee home, the cat threw up, all these things happen, that's going to make you feel pretty crappy the rest of the day unless you can rewire and reprogram. So even then, if you skipped your gratitude list because you're behind, I want you to stop. I want you to take a breath. And even just think of 10 things you're grateful for. Thinking them is just as important as writing them down because that's the first step is you're taking action. You're changing your state. When you write them down, you're bringing them to life a little bit more. You're actually bringing that field out there. But yes, like I said, even if you can just think it, do it. That is amazing. So yeah, I highly recommend starting with your gratitude list. Now, you need a space to do this, right? So I don't know about you, but my space where I teach in my home, like where I do my online classes, my yoga space is rapidly becoming my, I guess, kind of semi-office productivity space. But I have now made sure I don't turn the TV on, okay? I have made sure that I like to have my music going because that's not a distraction to me. I'm not going to sit there and all of a sudden have a dance party. Like, I can listen at the same time. I do try really hard at that point, and I guess Mel will tell you the same thing. I took a page out of a friend of mine, the Vegan Lady's book, and I put my phone on D&D from the hours of 5 to 9 because I don't go to my day job till 10. So between 5 and 9, I have a solid window. So this way messages don't come through. I turned off the notifications on my phone. Oh my God, that was like the scariest thing. So when you actually my Facebook notifications, my Instagram notifications, I actually turned those off. So I don't get those flashes all day. I've eliminated that distraction completely. But regardless, with D&D, it does the same thing. So I went ahead and did that. But that's, again, the ridding of distractions. But now you need to create a space. So if you've ever sat through my Create Your Yoga Lifestyle space, if you haven't, check out that video. But tonight, it's all about your productivity space. So it's deciding where you feel most productive. So that could be different for you. That might be your home early in the morning. Maybe you're a coffee shop kind of person and you need to be out there with people. Maybe you like to go to the library. Maybe it's your favorite tea shop, whatever it is for you. But you have to first figure out where your space is. So I'm going to use my home as my productivity space. The next thing you want to do is you want to make it so it feels good, because if it feels like a chore to have to go into your space and be productive, so it feels like a chore to have to journal, to read, to podcast, to listen, you're never going to want to go there, and then you're going to resent even your own living room. Shit, sorry guys. So I really recommend choosing your space very wisely, but now we need to make it fun, okay? Because yes, being productive can be fun. It doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be to-do lists. It doesn't have to be oh my God, regimented. This can be fun. Okay, so with your space, the first thing I want you to do is decide, like I said, your comfort zone. So for me, like I said, I like my yoga area. I like sitting on the floor. I like sitting on my mat. I like sitting on my blanket. I like having all the tools that I have. Some people, maybe you need a desk. Maybe you're one of those people that legit needs a desk to sit at. That's fine. You need your coffee table, you need a desk, you need your breakfast bar, whatever it is. First, you need to decide where your space is going to be. So like I said, for me, even tonight, I'm doing my live right now, I'm sitting on the floor on a meditation pillow because this is my comfort zone. This is what I like. This is where I feel productive. So again, create your space. Now, the next thing I'm going to recommend is making sure you have all of your tools with you. We don't want you to have to get up and get distracted. So whatever it is on your productivity list that you're doing, have those things ready the night before, okay? So this is why it's really important to start deciding what you want to do. So if you create a habit tracker, if you used a planner, a day planner, if you put it in, like I said, the reminders on your phone, whatever works for you, but go ahead and set that up. Now, what I want you to do is, like I said, if you don't have goals, if you're not sure how to be productive, you're not sure where you want to go with it, again, I'm going to come back to the big 3 because this is really simple and you can do it in less than an hour a day if you want to make this extreme. Choose one type of movement to do every day. Choose I'm losing my thumb, so sorry. So one type of movement, I want you to choose one type of meditation, and I want you to choose one type of mindset work. So 3 really easy things. And if you stick to the 20-20-20 rule, that is going to make it even easier because we all have at least 1 hour in our day that we can use for us, for our self-care. If you tell yourself, I don't have enough time, the only person you're lying to is yourself. You need to make yourself a priority, okay? If you're telling yourself you don't have enough time, it's not important, that's like telling yourself, that's looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I am not a priority. I mean, how often, I'm telling you, that still turns my stomach. I don't like that. So yes, give yourself, if you can give yourself 1 hour a day, you are going to love the way that you feel. You should take that time to take care of you, okay? So like I said, take 20 minutes and do some kind of movement. And it can be whatever feels good. And this is why I don't plan this stuff out to a T anymore. I literally write movement, and I put a little square that I can color in. So you can choose, maybe you're a runner, maybe you like the gym, maybe you like to go swimming, hiking, biking, kayaking, rollerblading, skateboarding, walking. I don't know if you've got any other movement suggestions. I am all on board. Yoga, Pilates, at-home workouts, whatever it is for you. But choose one type of movement. And I want you to do the movement first. And the reason I say that is because that's what's going to make you more productive, and it's going to set the tone for the rest of your space. Because the second we start moving our bodies, it comes back to that old thought, or that old saying, move a muscle, change a thought. That is going to immediately change your state. So I highly recommend doing some movement first. Get yourself physically moving, get your hormones moving, get everything wide awake in your body, get firing on all cylinders. And like I said, then choose a type of meditation. Really simple, and again, you don't have to sit and meditate for 20 minutes. I mean, if you could even do like 3 minutes of breath work a day. When I say breath work, I'm talking super simple. You can literally just sit there and long, deep breathe just for a few minutes. Just take some time and just focus on the breath, focus on you. Any thoughts that come up, that's totally normal. You will never turn your brain off. It's not going to happen. Whoever said that, I still want to shake them. You can literally just sit and breathe, and you'll feel so much better. If you're not sure how to breathe, if you want to learn how to do that stuff, if you go to the link in my bio and you click the create your breath guide, I think it's like the 5th tab down, that'll send it to me, and I'll send you the email with the packet inside, and then I have videos too. So totally check that out. If you don't know how to breathe, that is. And I'll be telling you, most people don't know how to breathe right. So, something to learn. So do some kind of meditation, okay? And then you can even journal on what comes up, like what you're thinking about. That's a good time to do your gratitude list. Let all those grateful feelings come up just as you're breathing and thinking about it. Think about it. I am so grateful for my life because... And then do it. And do that like 10 times. And even then, don't even stop at 10. Like, sit back and go, okay, what else? And write down more, as many as you can, okay? And then, like I said, the third one is choose one type of mindset work. So like I said, that might be your journaling. Maybe there's that book you've been dying to read and it's just been sitting on your bookshelf. Make it a goal to read, 5 pages a day. Maybe there's a podcast that you really like. Listen to an episode a day. Maybe there's a course you signed up for personal development. You just haven't taken the time. That's your chance. And like I said, the 20-20-20 rule is really great. It's really adaptable. But obviously, if you want to go to the gym for an hour, go for an hour. You want to meditate for an hour? Meditate for an hour. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It's all about you. But that's where your space comes back. So cycling back to what I was talking about. And we're looking at our space. Again, depending on what kind of movement you're going to do, you have to build your space. And again, you want to do this the night before because you don't want to roll out of bed and have to be pulling, weights out of the closet. You roll your yoga mat out. You do all these things because then it starts to feel like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. Do it the night before. Set it all up. And what that does, on a side note, thinking ahead, if you set this stuff up the night before, what that's also going to do is set your boundaries. So if you're somebody who's sucky at making boundaries, this is for you. If you set it up the night before, you're telling your family that, hey, we're doing this. This is happening. This is non-negotiable. You're telling yourself that you're going to do it. You're making that commitment. The first thing you do is make the commitment to you. Okay? So by setting it up the night before, you're already saying, I'm going to do this, because you don't want to not do it the next day, and then you have all this stuff around, and then you got to clean it back up, because then now you have to use your house like a normal person, right? So set it up the night before. So again, choose your, like I said, general movement idea. Like I do my at-home workouts, my yoga, things like that. So I know if I just put my mat down, I'm solid, because whether I get up and do yoga, I get up and do Pilates, I get up and do body workouts, whatever it is, I'm going to use that yoga mat one way or another. The only time it's like field trip mornings for me is when I decide I want to go running, because I'll go to the wildlife preserve and I'll go run out there down the levee and come back. I've been trying to get to the beach on like Tuesdays and Fridays in the mornings, because it is so nice to go out and just feel the breeze and inhale and be able to journal when it's not windy and rainy, and we are going into our rainy season here, so it is not working out so well. But that's okay, because guess what? I've already got my space set up, so it's cool. So yes, so like I said, first thing you want to do is create that space, kind of decide the pattern. And then after I put out my mat, like I said, because I know 99% of the time that's what I'm going to use, I put my journal out. I do not put my pens out because my cat steals them, so just bear that in the back of your mind. There are no boundaries when it comes to cats taking your pens. So I put my journal out. And then whatever I'm going to do, so I make sure to plug in my laptop, I make sure to plug the phone in, things like that, so I know these things will be charged in the AM, because I don't want to not be able to listen to a podcast or an audiobook or do things and have a dead battery. It doesn't work. And by putting your phone, even if you use it for an alarm clock, out in the other room, it's going to force you to climb out of bed and turn it off. So crank that volume up and do it. Okay, you'll thank me later. So yes, the night before is super great. But like I said, start to choose the ideas of what you're going to do. And if you're lucky enough like myself, because I do live by myself with my cat, I kind of get to leave my stuff out, and I'm okay with that because I know constantly, even during the day, I can still use it for what I need to. But you want to make your space you. So this is where you have to decide what your productivity is, what distracts you so that you don't build distractions into your space. So like I said, for me, I like music. So I have my Bluetooth speaker and I hook that to my phone and I'll put on music in the morning. So whether it's doing my morning flow, my Spotify list, I have my yoga list. If it's my beast mode playlist, if I'm doing some body workouts, or if it's just for journaling, I'll just put on nice background music just to listen to. But I like music. It kind of creates a vibration for me and it gives me something to flow with. So if that's your jam, I highly recommend setting that up as part of your space. If you're an essential oils junkie like I am, having a diffuser in your space is gold because what you put in that diffuser goes into your space and you inhale and you take that in, guess what? That's going to change your state. Like if you're looking for a wake-up call in the morning, peppermint and some wild orange, those two together, it's going to wake you right up. If you're looking more for a smooth kind of calming, if you're maybe doing some yoga and stuff, you can put your wood oils in there. You can put in your lavenders, things like that. Make it a nice calming atmosphere. Depending on what you're doing, like I said, essential oils is the big one because when you inhale that, it gets right into your bloodstream, it gets right into your system, and that changes your state just as much as movement. So like I said, I like my music, I like my diffuser, I like my yoga space because like I said, I like sitting on the floor. I mean, even when I go places, it's so bad. Like I have an option to sit like on a couch or in like a high top or a chair. Like if I can sit my butt on the floor and not be weird, I like it. And I think that's the yogi in me. I like to be grounded. I like to sit with my, my legs crossed. I'm comfortable. And the more productive you want to be, the more comfortable you want to be. Because if you're too distracted, you're not feeling good, you're not sitting in a spot that's going to leave you, feeling good. If you're not sitting up and, now your back hurts and you're scrunched in this, you're not going to be productive because now you're too busy worrying about 500 other things. So you need to create a space that is conducive for you. Okay? So, like I said, it all starts back to what we talked about last night. Once you create the space, now you're creating boundaries. Like I said, if you do it the night before, especially. Even if you do it the same day, that's fine. And then, like I said, look at your schedule. Like I said, most people that replied to my poll, like I said, 83% of you said you were morning people, and that is wonderful. So do these things in the morning. You can get up, see what time you go to work, see how much time you need to get ready and commute and what have you, and then add an hour before that. So this way you have the time for you. And getting up early, I promise you, it's going to feel better. It's not easy at first. I personally just got back into my morning routine. I'd severely been neglecting it since I started working at home because I didn't have a commute anymore. So I didn't have to leave an hour ahead of time. I didn't necessarily have to get myself dolled up to go to work at a computer screen because guess what? Nobody's going to see me. So I really kind of slouched on that a bit because I didn't need all the time that I had. Does that make sense? So now I've got myself back up early and I love having that chunk of time. It is so much better. And it's nice when you do things early because there's what we always talk about. That's why, as yogis, we always meditate and they say, get up at 3 a.m. and do this and this and this. I am not advocating getting up at 3 a.m. and meditating. If it's for you, you do it. I'm not even doing that. But what it does, your morning hours, that is when the least amount of people are awake. Think about it. Most people work genuine 9 to 5, so they're not up at 5 a.m. You get some people that go to work and doctors and shift change and whatnot, but most people are not awake. So what happens is with everybody being asleep and not pulling on all of the vibrations and take it for what it's worth of the universe, of the earth, all these things, that vibration is able to ride super high and it's able to stay there and you can tap into that without it being blocked by all these other people that are awake and feeding out negative energy and angry energy and all these other things. You can actually tap into the good stuff because nobody's awake but you and the universe. And that is a good feeling. That is good energy. So yes, getting up early is great. Now, if you are a productive person at night, that is all you. So if you work all day and then you want to go out at night, think about it. If you want to journal, if you want to read, if you want to go to the gym, things like that, You need to try really hard to make that time for you, because it's very easy at night for things to cut into your you time. Now, if you're prioritizing yourself, you're super disciplined, you're super strong-willed, you're going to be fine. But now, again, depending on how productive you want to be, you have to firmly decide what are your commitments. Okay? What is it you want to do? You need to make time, make your list, write it out, and then you need to do it, because we can say we're going to do things, we can decide we're going to do things, and that is the first step to anything, is deciding. But then we have to take some kind of action. I know people tell you the universe, you put it out there, you'll receive it, it'll just come to you. Well, trust me, the universe does like a little bit of action. It needs to know that you're serious about what you want. So if you're going to say, I want to be more productive at night, I'm going to do all these things at night because that's when I'm awake, fantastic, but you better do it. Don't decide, I worked all day and now I'm too tired, so I'm going to take a nap and then I'm going to eat and I'm just going to go back to bed. Well, guess what? You just lost your day. It's a lot easier to get up in the morning and be productive that way. Again, but choose your spot. And if you're one of those people that's telling yourself you're not a morning person, that's your first mistake. When you tell yourself you're not something or can't do something or don't do, those words get into your subconscious and they continue to feed that side of your body. You have to reprogram that. You have to break those habits and you have to get that back. So I highly, highly start taking those words out of your vocabulary. You want to be a morning person? Tell yourself that you are. You want to change your state? Tell yourself you want to do it. Start by making commitments to you. Start by watching the way that you speak, because your words create your world, okay? Your thoughts create your reality. It all starts inside with you making decisions, with you making commitments. It all starts with you. And then the next thing, like I said, you got to take action. Now, if you're someone like me, occasionally we need an accountability partner. And that is the next big step. And again, choose those people wisely. You don't want anybody who's going to bring you down, because you are the embodiment of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I mean, honestly, take a step back and think about it. Who are the 5 people that you spend the most time with? Is it your significant other? Is it your mom? Is it your friends? Is it that coffee shop barista? See who you spend the most time with, because those people are going to shape your world as well. Those vibrations are coming into your space. And it's oftentimes the same people that create distractions for you. It is the same people that knock you off your space. And it is the same people who do not necessarily always encourage your flow. So please choose your people wisely. Now, even me, like my 5 people I spend the most time with aren't even necessarily in the same country. They're not on the same continent. They are everywhere but here. So seriously, it can be anybody and anything. And it might just be your social media. Feeding yourself your news feed, the literal news, people always posting things that are just shitty. Sometimes you got to get rid of the toxicity in your life. Like I said, block those notifications. Maybe you defriend some people. Maybe you unlike some pages, whatever it is. But start watching what you start filtering into your life, because that's going to take its toll on you. Now, like tonight, my whole goal was to talk about building your productivity space. So I hope you got something out of that. I also hope you understand that building your space is just as important as what is around you. So swinging back to like we talked about last night with distractions, swinging into the idea of who you spend your time with, and then why it is important to make your commitments to you so that you can build an appropriate space. So yes, if you were looking for an accountability partner, just to cycle back, find someone that you can tell that you want to do these things that is going to make sure you do them. We all have that one annoying friend, family member, whatever it is, but you know that person that you say, I'm going to go do something. And you know they're going to ask you if you did it because they're freaking nosy and they want to know. Choose that person. Try that. Now, on a side note, just so you know, I do have spots open in my one-on-one coaching through the end of the year. I do have lots of room open in our lovely, intimate, mindful movement tribe, the monthly membership. And then, yes, if you want more videos, more trainings, more suggestions, more inspirations, I do have my free Facebook group. For those of you on Instagram watching there, you can totally jump into Vibrant, Carefree, and Fabulous Females. All of these links are in my bio. Like I said, the biggest one that I am super proud of right now is my householder's path to peace in our amped up world. And this is where productivity comes from, because we're always taught to go, 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 go. We're told that we have to do certain things, live a certain way, be a certain way. And oftentimes we hit burnout. Burnout is a real thing, okay? It's not some made up millennial term. We burn out. When you're trying to do too much for the wrong reasons and the wrong stuff, you're gonna burn out. That is why it's important to take care of you. That is why it's important to choose the things that are gonna help you be a more productive person. So my Householder's Path to Peace in an Amped Up World, it is a nice tight-knit 6-week program that I personally have vetted because it is the same tools, strategies, accountability. It is these same experiences, life experiences that I personally use to get where I am today. And it is the same that I'm continuing to use to grow. I'm just now changing my priorities. I am now changing my goals. I am now deciding what the next level version of me is, who I want around me, who I want in my life, what I want to be doing, where I want to be going, where I want to see myself. It all starts with you, okay? So no pressure, but we've got 3 months left in 2020. And this is fall. Fall is the best season to officially shed the things that are no longer working for you so that we can hibernate and we can build and we can grow. So that, yes, when we come out of the new year, we can freaking explode, okay? We can be the most amazing version of ourselves if we take the time to grow from the inside out. Life is truly an inside job. So yes, so my Householder's Path to Peace in an Amped Up World is for you if you are ready to take that big leap. Now, if that feels a little scary, maybe it's a little too much for you, you're not sure yet, that's okay. Everybody has their limits. The next step that you can look at, like I said, is my Mindful Movement Tribe. That is on a rolling admission basis. You get access to all of my weekly classes. You get daily Voxer support with the group of women, so you guys can chat amongst yourselves, and I do go in there for personal coaching with you guys, so you do get constant daily support. So no more breakdowns, only breakthroughs, no more stressings, only blessings. It is a wonderful, lovely, intimate group of women from all walks of life, from all corners of the globe, and you're gonna really make some amazing connections. So if you're looking for friends, you're looking to do this with people on the same path as you with the same goals, they are an amazing group. I am in there, like I said, every day with you guys. Totally check that out. And that is a monthly basis. And then, like I said, if you're just looking to try, maybe you've never taken a yoga class or you've never meditated. You're not sure, 100% what your space is. I hold my weekly classes. That is on the schedule. It's on the calendar. So that's on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So a variety of times. Mondays, I do Meditation Mondays. So that's at 8 a.m. So that's 2 p.m. for those of you in Germany, Europe area. And then that's at 7, like if you're in like Vietnam, Asia. So they do kind of work. They're more during the day, so that's a little bit easier. But if you've never meditated, you want to learn, that is a great place because we play with breath work, guided meditations, things like that. Tuesday nights, I do Kundalini Tuesdays. Kundalini is that breakthrough on your energy. So we use movement and dynamic breath work and mantras and lots of good music, and it's just a blast to get your body moving and change your state. That is on Tuesday nights. That's at 8:30. So European people, that is really late. It's like the middle of the night for you. That's like 2 a.m. It's not really conducive. But like I said, everybody else, it is on the other end. So on Monday, Tuesday, where am I? Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. I do a basic yoga class. That's more the life recovery yoga. So that is where I'm working on just the gentle flow that anybody can do. So it doesn't matter if you've never done yoga, that class is for you. You don't need a lot of space. You don't have to be flexible. It is a perfect beginner space. Or if you're a veteran, it's a good way to come back to basics. And then on Saturday mornings, I have yin yoga, which we do a bunch of grounded poses. And what I mean by grounded is everything is on the mat, on the floor. So no weird balancing, no weird bendiness. We're looking to stretch through to our edge so that we can fully let go of the tension in our body and create space. And that is the goal. Okay? So I have all of that available. And then, like I said, Vibrant, Carefree, and Fabulous Females is my baby. That is my original Facebook group. That is free. I have more videos and trainings and daily inspirations and all kinds of things. All of these links are in my bio. So if you click and you go in, Facebook World, they will be, I'll just drop the link for you, period. Click the appropriate tab. If you can't find something or it doesn't seem like it's working, direct message me. I am happy to answer your questions. I'm happy to get out there. Let me know. And then the only other thing I want to remind you guys is on Friday, October 23rd, we are having Lindsay Page. She is an Ayurveda guru. Go ahead and join us at 8 p.m. on Friday for, hello. Okay, my friends are watching me live out in pause. That's cool. So join me at 8 p.m. on October 23rd. Lindsay's going to be in here. She's going to do an Ayurveda 101 class. So she's going to talk about the wellness side, the nutrition side. She's going to give us some mindset work we can do because our bodies, everything starts on the inside. It is an inside job. So you have to learn how to grow. So join me then. So we've got the workshop, we've got the classes, the Mindful Movement Tribe, the 101 program. You've got all of these options. And catch me tomorrow night at 8:30. It's going to be night 3 of our How to Untangle a Productivity Rut series. And I will see you then. Does anybody have any questions before I leave? I know Facebook's on a little delay, so I'm going to give that a second. Anybody? Okay, no, Facebook's good. Okay. And it looks like we're good on Instagram. Well, you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Have an amazing rest of your week. And I will see you tomorrow night at our regular time at 8:30 for our weekly talk. Bye, guys.